Splatoon 3 updates are seemingly coming to an end soon, and a lot of people have been wondering, are we getting a content extension for Splatoon 3? Because Splatoon 2 did end up getting a content extension, and after Worlds didn't end up having an announcement, most likely because it was originally intended to be the side order release date, because obviously Worlds was originally meant to be in January, people are worried we might not end up getting a content extension, so I just wanted to kind of speculate whether we are getting one, and what would even be included if we did get a content extension. Also, if you enjoy the video, consider liking and or subscribing. First off, when will we even get the announcement exactly? I feel like now would be too early to announce it, since we seemingly have guaranteed a new season slated for this June and this September, so I honestly don't expect an announcement for an extension until at the earliest, sometime in August probably, like around the time we get the info on the next season, or maybe even after the next season releases. I see a lot of people assuming it would be announced a lot earlier than this, because a lot of people seem to think that Sizzle Season 24 is the final one. However, Sizzle Season can't be the final one because of one major thing. We have at least 2 new main weapons slated for release next season, being a Stringer and Splatana, and these new weapons would need second kits. So unless they want to drop both the vanilla kit and the second kit for these new weapons in the same update, then we have at least one more update in September to give these weapons those kits. Also, if we get content after September, does it even technically classify as a content extension? They originally only said that a new catalogue will be released every 3 months for 2 years. This technically doesn't mean that they only had 2 years of content originally planned, it was only technically the catalogue that was going to go for 2 years. Then again, it is Nintendo, and I very well could just be looking into their wording way too much. That could have just been their way of saying they only had 2 years of content planned. It is definitely more likely that I'm looking into the wording way too much. On to what would actually be included in this content extension. The obvious one is third kits, which is also more evidence for the content extension even happening because we don't have those third kits yet. For context, currently 6 main weapons don't have a second kit, and all of them will hopefully get them in the June update, but then that just leaves 2 main weapons to get them in September, and I feel like an update with only 2 new kits would be extremely lackluster, especially for the supposedly final update. So this update could be the start of them rolling out those third kits. Then again, they could just release like 8 third kits that season for like 8 weapons, and then never give us any more, and make us feel actually god-awfully terrible. I should also probably mention that I think it's about time that we get a game that gives every weapon a third kit. I think it's insane that we haven't had that yet, and I don't think anyone disagrees that it's about time that every weapon ends up getting one, especially for the 3rd game, where they love emphasizing the number 3 so much. Like, some of these weapons got entirely screwed over twice. Like, give them another chance. Maybe they'll finally give Dread the torpedo it deserves, or like, give Undercover an actual kit. Like, please, some of these weapons need saving. My god. Another thing I think would be nice is something they actually didn't do in Splatoon 2, but I think getting some stages added. I don't think they would do any new stages, I just think it would be nice to have some more ports of stages. You know, get some of those actually really good Splatoon 2 stages in the game finally, like obviously the Reef and Snapper Canal is just a personal one. Maybe some of the Splatoon 1 stages that are in 2, like Anchovy Games, maybe, I don't know. I can't really think of any more off the top of my head that I really want, like Piranha Pit. Actually, you know what, yeah, Piranha Pit, I like that one. But please do not bring back Kelp Dome. I never want to see that stage again. And while they're at it, they might as well bring back, like, Urchin Underpass out of the depths of hell where it's trapped in the dead Wii U servers. What I'm saying is don't let the game end with the current stage list, plus whatever one stage we're getting in Sizzle Season. On that topic, I'd also hope that they keep doing stage reworks. I know that the Mincemeat rework and the Undertow rework honestly weren't very good, but at the very minimum, the stages are at least slightly better than they were before. And even if it's not by March, I mean, the Mahi one was okay. It's the best one we've had, but it's okay. I still want to see them try to fix some of these stages. Currently praying that the next one is either Eeltail Alley or Hammerhead Bridge, please. I even thought of an idea for Hammerhead Bridge, where they just say it's getting reworked and then pretend the construction had to be cancelled halfway through, so it's left looking like how it does in Splatoon 1. You know? Just please, fix Hammerhead Bridge. and Eeltail, I hate these stages, please. I was gonna put a section here for Salmon Run, but then I thought about it, and couldn't think of anything they could do for Salmon Run. One thing they could do is bring back more gear for the scale shop and maybe fix some of the pricing. And maybe fix some of the pricing for some of that stuff. They won't, but, you know, maybe. I guess they could keep doing big runs. They already said Bone Rattle was the last stage, so no Lost Outpost or Arc Polaris. I kind of just want them to give me big run stages in regular rotations. That's all I want. I'm going to assume they'll keep doing Splat Fest. The added fizz bangs and the changed scoring system were added so recently, I think it would be weird to stop doing Splat Fest so soon. So we'll most likely keep getting those. Though I do still wonder when the final fest is going to be. It could be in September on the 2-year anniversary, but then that leaves the next 2 months of the season without a Splat Fest. Or they could just keep doing them after Final Fest, who knows. Maybe Final Fest will be at the end of the content extension. And obviously another thing we'll keep getting is balance patches. And since they won't be adding any new main weapons, I kind of hope these balance patches could get a bit more experimental with their buffs specifically. I think it's not a secret that a lot of the patches for this game have been very lackluster, especially in the buffs department. So I just kind of hope they finally take some risks, like, I don't know, let's create the GooTuber meta or something. Sure, why not? Let's just hope the final updates for this game don't lead us into a primarily shooter meta, like they did with Splatoon 2 during its endgame. I think that's most things that could even be half possible for a supposed content extension. The main thing is the third kits and the reworks for me personally. Though, one more point I have to make is, why are so many of the badges in this game so demanding if they were just going to end content this early? For example, the level 999 PvP badge, the 10 million Grisco Point Club badge, and the 999 Table Turf badge, etc. You get the point. But like, why would they have so many of these long stretch goal badges if they were just going to end the game before it's even like half plausible for anyone to get even half of the badges in this game? I don't know, maybe someone does have more than half. I don't actually know. But, I mean, unless Nintendo is just kind of cruel like that, it is very likely that they are just cruel like that. That would be really sad. But either way, I think we are most likely to even just get a small content extension. It's mostly the third kits that make me feel like we probably will get one. At least I hope. These 2 years of Splatoon 3 have gone by incredibly quickly for me personally. It barely feels like it's even been 1 year. So I feel like we just need a little bit longer, you know? If you enjoyed the video, consider liking or subscribing and maybe comment what you would think would be neat for a content extension. Thank you for making it this far if you did. I still need to get on now with the now 2 planned side order videos I have. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.